Hello there. Once again, this is Anton from Antonimo Bay. My special action figure guests today are the Fantastic Four. And we're going to be looking at the Fantastic Four comic book. I have 170 issues of Fantastic Four that I acquired from the Widow's Collection, which is just what I'm going to call it now. Like I said before, this is a vast collection of a collector who I bought the entire collection, and I've never been a huge Fantastic Four fan. Really not a big fan of them at all. But as I went through this series, I got 170 issues of the original series, and I have a whole bunch from their later series, like Volume 2. I've grown to really appreciate them. Just the covers and some of the stories that they have going on. I'm really starting to appreciate the Fantastic Four much more than I did before. So as we go through the Widow's Collection, I'll let you know. Not every collection will be. Some of it's stuff that I bought before, but this is going to be from that collection. So we've got Fantastic Four 358, 387. Of course, Fantastic Four always has a lot of issues with Doom in it. Mole Man's Monster. You can see some of these covers are just, man, they're classic comic goodness. They're just beautiful. And there's 355. It was really the covers that sold me on so many of these. I was just like, wow. You know, when you're collecting in the mid 90s and late 90s, clear up into the 2000s, and you can forget how good some old comic art is. A lot of colors, a lot of congestion, story right there in the cover. I mean, the story itself tells you something. There's issue 365. Now, as I am not terribly familiar with the Fantastic Four, I do not know a lot of these characters that they're fighting. I mean, some of these I do. Like, I have no idea who this dude is. I don't know who Oculus is. I do know who the New Warriors are. I'm into those guys. That's a beautiful cover. There's just so much happening in that. And maybe it's just me, maybe I'm biased, but anytime you throw a dinosaur on a comic book cover, I'm into it. I'll take that all day. Give me all you got. Issue 347, 348, Grey Hulk. Now these are in no order, and if they ever are in any sort of order, it's kind of on accident, because these all just came. When we got them, we had to replace a lot of the bags. A lot of them weren't bagged. A lot of them were. Some of them were wet. Some of the bags were just extremely old. And a lot of these had like kind of homemade backboards in them, which was not good for them at all. And so we had a lot of work to do with the collection once we got it. But we wound up with, that's a great cover. We wound up with a really fantastic set of comics, and particularly a good amount, mostly a long box clear full of Fantastic Four and The Thing, which I already did a video on The Thing. There's when it says still 150. That always cracks me up. Still only $1.50. I remember when the first comic I bought, I think was like $1, or one of the first ones. I just thought these had amazing covers. Like I said, I'm not a Fantastic Four fan, or I wasn't. I'm definitely getting more into them now, and especially with the recent like Walgreens exclusives, Marvel Legends. It's taken them a while to get the entire Fantastic Four out, but I gotta say they're the best incarnation of those figures that I have seen ever. And I've got like the old Marvel Legends set, the Toy Biz ones. they're just kind of odd. I mean, they've got that Toy Biz gangliness to them that's just not, just doesn't look good. That is super thick. Oh, that's Fantastic Four Unlimited. Huntra. That's a crazy foil cover. I do not remember Sue ever wearing that outfit. Maybe somebody else does. I generally remember her being slightly more modest. Okay, there's a very uncool cover. Just make a white glob, guys. That's, I think we can do better. All right, we're getting a little bit thick up here, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull these down and make room for more. But like I was saying with these Fantastic Four Marvel Legends, the Walgreens exclusives, they have just been, they've knocked it out of the park with those, especially that thing. It's easily the best thing ever. And I've even got like the Diamond Select thing that's super heavy and he weighs like a ton. But okay, I love that cover. $2.91. I know there was a big period where the Thing retired and they had She-Hulk in there, and I love She-Hulk, and I don't really know like the whole plot of all that, because like I said, I haven't read all these yet. That one's got some damage. But I also remember there was like a female version of the Thing, which I don't remember. Yeah, this thing. And then Ben Grimm was all lumpy. I don't remember this. I have no idea why this happened. I mean, I kind of vaguely remember this happening, but I don't know why any of it happened. I just haven't read them yet. Dragon Man. That is a crazy cover. I love that cover. That is gorgeous. And that's cool. Anytime you got a four-armed guy, that's pretty sweet. Let's see here. Fantastic 3. There's Sue once again in her weird trampy outfit. Now I do vaguely remember this phase where Ben Grimm wore a bucket on his head. Because apparently he was so hideous to look at that he didn't want anybody to see him. And somehow a bucket on his head made it better. I have no idea. I was never a fan of Namor. Man, I just thought, why don't you leave this poor Fantastic Four alone? But that's a cool looking cover. I think Doom was probably one of the best characters from the whole book. I absolutely love Victor Von Doom. Great stuff. That looks like a crazy cover. I wonder if that's Sue. It almost looks like her outfit. But Doom, nice. Okay, Diablo. I've heard of Diablo. I do not know who that guy is. Issue 267, 265. And another thing about the series is, like, this looks like the first appearance of She-Hulk in the series. I don't know what issues are keys and what's not, because like I said, I'm so new to the series and just haven't messed with it. So some of these might be like big plot twists, big point issues, and I have no idea if they are or if they aren't. Okay, I like that cover. That's crazy. It just looks like an old 60s comic to me. She-Hulk getting stomped. I also really did not like the Fantastic Four movies because I thought they made Johnny Storm like a total jerk, like an unbearable jerk face that like was completely unlikable. And I was like, why did they do that? Why did they do that to Johnny? Hey, there's that guy. Stan Lee harassing She-Hulk as he often did in comics, especially in her comics. Better pull these down. Almost getting through them here. Just a beautiful bunch of covers. I'm big into comic covers, guys. That is a repeat because I saw that one. I've seen that one already. So it looks like I do have a few doubles in here. I haven't really processed what all I got as far as that goes. I don't mind having doubles by any means. I mean, what's wrong with having two? 297. There's definite She-Hulk cover. 246. Terrax. I never did get his Build-A-Figure, but I always thought it looked really cool. Gladiator. I know I've seen Gladiator on one of these covers before. Franklin Richards. There's a really chromy cover. It's pretty cool. I wonder what the oldest issues here I have are. I haven't really gotten that far. Let's see. That's an odd. I haven't seen many with the sideways cover. Huh. It's weird, different. Oh, let's see. We got 254. 272. I love that cover. That one's got a pretty big spine roll on it. Like I said, some of these have, like, this has got a touch of water damage. Most of them are fine, but some of them, that's a really cool Doom cover. But like I said, some of them have just some slight water damage. They'll have rolled spines. It's just being stored improperly, unprotected, and, you know, adding like homemade backboards in it did not help a lot of these, but the Widow did her best to keep these things preserved. That is the entirety of the Fantastic Fours I got. I got a bunch from the second series, but I'm gonna do them some other time. I really just wanted to look at some of the classic covers from the original line, from the original series, and just really appreciate it. Anyway, that's my story. I hope you guys liked it. I guess I'll see y'all later. Bye.